welcome to another episode of the Adrienne Ross Show, where sports and culture connect. Angel Reese, listen, no matter what you think about Angel Reese, no matter what you think about her on the court, no matter what you think about what she does on social media, no matter what you think about what she has said over time, Angel Reese is determined that she and only she will write her story. She is writing her own story, and we're seeing that story now play out on the cover of Vogue magazine. It has to be a huge accomplishment for her, something that she's extremely proud of, because as she shares, this is a dream of hers, not just basketball, but fashion, perhaps wanting to be full-time in modeling one day. I don't know, but the whole fashion aspect, the modeling aspect, all of it is something that matters to her. So I know that those who know Vogue, and everybody has heard of Vogue, those who are in the industry, those who respect the industry, are like, this is a huge deal for her to be on the cover of Vogue. I personally I'm not a fan of the industry, so it's neither here nor there for me, but I recognize for her, this is huge. Just as in my life, I've had many dreams and goals and plans and have done things that I wanted to do, have accomplished many things, and those things make a difference. And I get to write my own story, and Angel Reese is writing her story. Now, there are people out there who feel like if you were not an Angel Reese basketball fan, then somehow you're supposed to be jealous that she's accomplished this, or somehow you're supposed to be eating crow. I don't think that, I mean, it may play in with some people, but I think most people, when we're talking about her as a basketball player, we're going to critique her basketball. And when we see things that show character needing an upgrade, we're going to talk about that as well. But as far as the Vogue situation is concerned, hey, if it's tasteful, if it's showing respect for your body and for those who are watching you, and this is a dream you have, then hey, congratulations to you and kudos to you. And I want to take a look at some of the images from Vogue and some of the quotes, etc. And so in case you haven't seen it, you will get an opportunity to see it. And also I'll share my thoughts about some of these images and some of what she said. We will start here on Instagram, the Vogue Instagram page, and we'll take a look. Here's the cover right here. Angel Reese, it's always been both basketball and fashion. And it says, when sports met fashion, the story of a perfect marriage. So, basketball runs in her family, it says, but Angel Reese, and it quotes, was a fashion girly from young too, the star WNBA player says. I was always in my mom's closet putting on her stuff. I like to carry a purse, hair done. I wanted to look put together. I still do. At Louisiana State, sorry, Angel. At Louisiana State, she earned her Bayou Barbie nickname thanks to her penchant for glamming up for games. Once on the court, she led her team to a national championship before deciding to go pro, an announcement she made not on ESPN, but rather on Vogue magazine. Vogue is happy to say she made that there. I won't read all of this, but so there's that cover. What do you think of this image of her there? Kind of got that serious look. Let's see what else we've got here. We'll go to here. Yeah, let's go to this one. I'm not a fan of this particular picture. I mean, I'm a little bit, to say the least, conservative, so that's just not my favorite there. But I like the smile on her face there. She looks like she's having fun. And she said, I used to watch America's Next Top Model with Tyra. Obviously, she's talking about Tyra Banks, and practice my walk in the living room. She recalls. And again, this has to do with when you have dreams and goals. It's like me. At one time in my life, I was going to pursue, I thought, acting. And then I chose to go in a different direction. But I used to be in front of the mirror, and I would act out things, and I would make myself cry. I would do all the things. And anyway, and I was rather good at it. In fact, I was way back in 4th grade. I remember working with these people, came in, working with us on a play. And they pulled me aside in the 4th grade and said, you really need to pursue acting. But anyway, I say all that just to say I know what it is to sort of do things and be in the mirror and practicing things. But it says later in college, she put that sachet to use in the LSU tunnel with her teammates, joining her. And it talks about the pregame looks, or as they call them in the WNBA, the fits as they come through the tunnel. Anyway, so she says there have always been athletes with loads of style. And so here it is. Here's their style here in this image from Vogue. Like I said, I'm not a huge fan of that. Other than that, she looks like she's enjoying herself. So I like that look on her face. And over here, it's interesting because she kind of looks like a little girl in this picture, right? The innocence.
I started playing basketball when I was about 4, and I always loved it. I actually played a whole bunch of different sports. And sports was always something that grew up in my household because everybody in my family played basketball. I decided to just stick with basketball and just became this basketball icon just for like being beauty, into fashion for a really long time. And obviously when I went to college, I went to LSU. That's when my life kind of changed and I became the Bayou Barbie, and it's been history since then.
Okay, that's a good video, but it's not the one I was thinking about. And maybe I'll run into that one shortly. But anyway, you get to hear a little bit of her story about how the fashion and the basketball came together. So let me see what else we got here. I think that's all from that I have on Instagram, but I have some other stuff I want to show you, and I'm hoping to find that video that I wanted to show you. Here it is. I see why I got confused because it looks the same. But here's on the Angel and Camilla X page. And she's talking about the players who also were into fashion as she sees it.
Oh, no, I got to give kudos to the girls that were wearing makeup before. Lisa Leslie, Skylar Diggins, Candace Parker. Everybody already had their edges and lashes and lipstick on. Tina Thompson, she used to wear a full red lip on her lips during the game, but that's something I could probably never do. You got to give kudos to them. But social media is so prevalent now, like being able to see so many different people come out and just being able to wear what they want to wear and just be girly on the court and still dominate. Like that's what's making it the new norm. Like that's my thing. Like normalizing being able to be super girly and super cute, but also be a dog on the court. Oh no.
So she mentions players like Lisa Leslie and Candace Parker and Tina Thompson and Skylar Diggins. All right. And so being that I was a Houston Comets fan, I don't remember any of the players back when I used to watch wearing eyelashes and stuff like that. And I don't remember a whole lot of people wearing a whole lot of makeup, but I do remember what she's saying about Tina Thompson. Tina Thompson for the Houston Comets. Let's go, Tina. Tina wore the red lipstick, like she said, and she wore MAC. I remember her because she would get asked about it, MAC. And she and Tina Thompson has very full lips. And so she would have that full red lipstick on. And that's true. And Lisa Leslie is also very girly and all that. So I get what she's saying there. And I get what she's saying about normalizing it. And I imagine even if she were not into fashion, and some of these ladies are not necessarily into the whole fashion thing, and some of these ladies playing now will never be on the cover of Vogue. And that's not even what they want to do. But there are some who probably want to make sure that they look girly because of the culture of the WNBA, and they want to make sure that they represent being a woman and represent femininity and stuff like that. And so Angel is in that category, I'm sure, as she just told us. But also this is something that she's interested in. Now let's take a look at another image, which this image right here. I kind of like this one in terms of representing the marriage between fashion and sports, because here she has that it's a professional look, which I like, kind of like a suit. Can't see the whole thing, but it looks like she's wearing a suit. So, and it's fashionable, and she's got that kind of like a playful look on her face, but she's also, the way she's sitting and presenting herself, you can kind of see the athlete in her as well. So in terms of the whole theme of marrying the sports and the fashion, I like this look for that purpose. And okay, so there's the cover again. Yeah, we're sports met fashion. Oh, wait, there is one more that I want to show you that I saw on the Shade Room. Angel Reese graces the cover of Vogue. Yeah, this one right here. I guess I can't get it bigger. Hopefully you can see it. That's an interesting kind of look. So anyway, don't really care for the outfit, but she certainly covered up. But and that's an interesting look on her face. So yeah, it's the whole modeling aspect, the different looks that she could give you, not just with what she's wearing and how she's standing, but also the looks on her faces. On her faces. I didn't mean to say her faces. The looks on her face is what I meant to say. So anyway, like I said, no shade for Angel Reese there. I like some of the pictures. I don't like all of the pictures, but that's okay. She's writing her own story and doing her thing. And so I do want to point out something that she said though, and I couldn't find it, but I saw it yesterday, I think, when she was talking about 24 hours that you can, be just basically saying that you could do a whole lot in 24 hours. You can be, you can go be on the basketball court and then you can go do the modeling and then you can all do that in 24 hours. And that's something that I disagree with. Women have been asking forever, can I have it all? Can I have it all? And there's been wisdom that's been said, and that is you can have it all, but you cannot have it all at the same time. And I do think, and that's still your decision to make. So, and I've said all the time, and I still say, I don't see Angel as being in the WNBA long term. I don't see the same drive that you see from players who are going to have longevity in the league. So I don't see that. But again, as I've said before, she may prove me wrong. But even if she's not in the league long term, that's still her story to write. And I don't think that you can excel to the highest level by doing everything. I often mention the Williams sisters and how they were determined and their parents were determined that they would not just be tennis players, just be, as if that's not good enough. It is, but that they would be more, that they would do more, rather, that they would do and they do fashion. They've got, they have their lines of, I think, shoes or clothes and acting and all this other stuff that they do. But they were totally dialed in during times of tennis, which really takes there's always another Grand Slam or another, whatever. There's always something. But I feel like they were number one committed to the sport. And I think that's necessary. I think you can do it all, perhaps. I'm not even 100% sure, but I think perhaps you can do it all, but not necessarily at the same time if you want to be great at something. Now, if you're fine at being mediocre at some things and getting a lot more done, then there's that option too. There's that option. I mean, that's a possibility. But in any case, it's for her to decide, and she might rock at everything. I don't know. But for basketball, we'll see. There's a lot to improve on. And we'll find out whether or not she's committed to doing that. But she wants to do what she wants to do, and it's her life. so there you have it. Angel Reese on the cover of Vogue magazine. No issues. I know people want some drama out there. They expect that people, especially people who are not necessarily Chicago Sky fans or Angel Reese fans, they expect people to be hating on her and all that. No. Angel, write your story. And we'll critique the basketball and the public image and all the other things. You do your thing, we'll do our thing, and everything will be done. All right. Well, what are your thoughts? Be respectful in the comments. Also, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do so. If you haven't checked out the second channel, it is Adrienne Ross Squared, where we're squaring off from A to Z. Go over there. I will put the link in this video's description, and you can check it out. Check out the welcome video. See if you're interested. All right. I will catch you next time, God willing. God bless you abundantly.